How's it going, everyone? So I just wanted to talk about discs. Where I am in the Portland area is being ravaged by fire, so the air quality is really bad. Just wanted to make a couple notes. So the Riverside fire is in Clackamas County, the eastern sort of central Clackamas County. And just to note that a couple courses are near Estacada. And as of right now, it's September 13th, I believe. September 13th, it's about 6 p.m. Just note that Milo McIver, right here, haven't been affected by fire yet. They're in a red zone, which means they have to be evacuated, but Milo McIver State Park is fine. And then Timber Park, another disc golf course right here, is fine. So that's great, and the fires haven't spread that much. Everybody knock on wood, but it's looking pretty decent. Yeah, our air quality right now is 336, so it's very hazardous to be outside. So even if I wanted to go up and play Pier or Blue Lake or something, it's not hospitable to that. So I first want to start with the Lumen link. So yesterday, rather subtly, Nate Perkins on the Discmania Collectors Facebook group dropped that OTB is selling Lumen links, which are exo hard glow links. And I have a couple videos with links in it on my channel. I putt with the link, I throw the link, they're just great. So I was all over this, and since it was a quiet release, I put quiet in air quotes because the site still almost crashed, but I still got, a pair in one stamp and one disc in the other stamp. So that's really cool. I'll throw a review on those the second I get them, which will be in a couple days. I just thought that was great. A glow link. I'm so ready. All right, next. There wasn't a whole lot to talk about. Somebody had a Cloudbreaker 2 at $45. Buy it now. That's a pretty good deal. So it is gone. It was posted 55 minutes ago. I thought about buying it. I didn't. It was sold after 36 minutes. Not surprising for a field-tested Cloudbreaker 2. Those are up to $60, $70 new now. And you'll sort of see that as we go down the page. So there's a glow CD2. These, I've seen them go for $40, $50. That's pretty easy. The bid, I think, right now is at 36, 37. So that's not, it's actually a pretty decent price for those. I throw a lot of CD2s. I'm on the lots right now, but I do have a lot of CD2s, and they're really cool. Not a whole lot here. Yes. Exactly, right here. So 70 each, buy it now for Cloudbreaker 2s. So that disc at 45 for field tested is a pretty good steal. Oh, let's talk about this too. So when the Vapor Enigmas dropped last week, they had a stamp foil called Boopty, and I bought one. A lot of people did. It turns out that is the Wonder Bread stamp, which is super fun. So I have one exactly like this, I think, in the mail right now, and it hasn't been delivered yet, but I'm super excited to get it and try it. So that's super fun. And the buy it now, 50 each on these, that's pretty stiff. I don't know if these are going to sell. Let's go ahead and check. Yeah, no sale yet. So that's pretty extreme. They just released a week ago. The disc was $20, $21. So we'll see if the market inflates on this stamp. It's really cool. I'm glad I got one. We have the Origin release here pretty soon. So they're going to be the Primal Run and the Stock Run Origin. And also, in a week or so, a little over a week, on the 22nd, is the Meta Instinct. And from what I've read about these, they're very close to the Chameleon. They have a similar shimmer in the plastic. And they're not going to be just like Opto X, like people have been joking or explaining about. The Chameleon's a little bit softer. It's more like a traditional Opto plastic, but with the sort of glimmer effect. 80 or best offer for a Cloudbreaker 2 and a Vapor Enigma. That's a little high, but somebody's probably going to buy it for close to that. Same Vapor Enigma with the Boopty Boop stamp. Yeah, these are at 42 in an auction already, or taking offers. So This might be the rare stamp for this disc, and I'm glad I have one. That's pretty sweet. Double stamp Cloudbreaker, 50 to 80 is the market value for those now. That's kind of wild. There's one more that I wanted to check out, so I'm gonna search for it real fast. It's just wild, the market for these recently. So I saw a Luster MD post earlier today, and it blew my mind. This one, okay. This guy is taking offers on a Luster MD. Buy it now, $60, which is very wild. This disc was worth nothing months ago. I bought one new at Disc Golf Depot for, I think, 20 bucks. So it started at 20. It's already at $40 after an hour. That's crazy for a Luster C-Line MD. I know Simon's throwing them, and that's probably why they're going up. Even the clear C-Line, those are going for a lot of money too, so that's kind of wild. All right, let's move on to Kastaplast. So earlier this week released was the K1 soft plastic. It's K2, but it's K1 soft now for branding purposes. So they've released these in Europe as Falks, so it's going to be really fun to see a soft Falk. I'll have to get my hands on one. They're not available in the US yet. Well, let's see if there's any cool collectible stuff here. Glow is actually getting hard to find now. It's kind of crazy. I have always had an easy time finding them, but the prices are just going up and up. So here's a spin-dyed Glow Grim from Beach Ribs. What did this go for? 35, 40, 40, 50, 52. $52 for a spin-dyed Glow Grim. That's a little obscene, but people will pay whatever the market is, and there aren't a lot of discs out right now just due to COVID, so I guess this is the new reality. So here's a blacked out double stamp Berg. This probably is up in the 40-50 range. 60, 70, 75. It's at $81. So again, it's a black K1 Berg with a sort of ghost double stamp. 200 in total production, so that's the rarity there. But that's crazy, honestly, for a disc that's a black putter with two little stampies on it. Okay, taking offers. Here we have a super swirly Falk. This is going to be high. It's at $32. That's honestly not too bad. It's not a super rare run. Swirl and Kastaplast is just cool. It'll get you like another 10 or 15 bucks, but that's it. Another thing I've noticed is that the first run lots are starting to go up in price quite a bit. So this one's at $65, and it looks like it sold for $65. They were a couple months ago going for $40, $45, so now I've seen upwards of $80 for a first run lots on this page. So I am glad I got mine, and I'm going to keep it, and the value is probably going to keep going up. That is happening all the time. The GOAT is getting a little more, and all the sort of first runs, the more that come out, get more and more rare and more valuable. I've seen the Bergs go for several $100s, and the Ricos go for a couple hundred too. Here's a double mint auction. So starting bid $100 for a first run lots and a first run GOAT. They look new. So lots is about 70. I've seen the GOATs go for 80 or 90 a couple times. So the current bid is $130 for both discs. That's market value right now. It probably will go higher by a decent chunk, but we will see. Okay, the last place I want to check is the Nate Sexton collector page. I have a couple 2020s. I'm not really a Nate Sexton collector. I just think this page is really, really fun to look at. Just because of how the collections are some of the most extreme in the sport. So I've seen discs go for $1,500 on here. So there are a lot of waffles on these pages, and a waffle is a raffle, but the W makes it so Facebook doesn't flag it as a raffle. Or a donation of 20, 100 tickets. So that is $2,000 to have 4 discs go out to winners. So $500 a disc basically is what this guy's getting. And it's probably going to fill up too. These people like to gamble. It's basically the Nate Sexton riverboat gambling disc page. That's what I call it. 2018s. These are starting to go up in value again too. So 60, 70 sometimes. Depends on the stamp. People like certain stamps. This guy has 90 Firebirds. Andrew Marweed. Yeah, of course he does. This is one I wanted to highlight. So Nate Sexton, 2 days ago, is selling this very rare top and bottom stamped 2017 Firebird. So it has the 2017 bottom stamp and the top stamp on it. Innova gave him about 75, so he's actually auctioning this off for fire support. So the bid is currently at $810, which I would say the disc itself isn't worth that. A 2017 can get you maybe a couple $100 now, but the bottom stamp adds a little value to it because it has both. I think most of this is just being charitable for the fire relief effort, which is really great. I didn't bid, but a lot of people have seen this and a lot of people are bidding on it, and I really applaud Nate for doing that, so that was really cool. All right, let's take a look at one last. So these are 2016 Firebirds. So these are really pretty. The stamps are kind of cool. Some of these have the pink halo. Those are worth some money. What were they priced at? Pink shatters, 700 each. Double stamps, 500 each. 16s, 300 each. So that is the state of this market. Again, they're pretty discs. There's just a community of people on here that are high rollers. There's a common thing on here that is high roller waffles only. Hey guys, that's it for Let's Talk Discs for today. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. What is the last disc you guys bought? So go ahead and put that in the comments. I would really appreciate a like on this video. Let's talk some more discs another time. All right, bye-bye.